Hi, if you are a mom that's struggling with upper body tightness and soreness, the foam roller can be a really great tool, something where you can have a quick routine to help alleviate some of that discomfort. And my name is Ashley Reid, and I work with hundreds of moms and moms-to-be. I'm founder of Active Mom Fitness, as well as corefunctionfitness.com, which is the digital platform. And today I'm going to run you through an upper body foam roller routine to help with some of that discomfort and tightness. So we're actually going to start standing, and you're going to place the hands on the top of the roller, and you are going to focus on dropping your rib cage and then coming back up. So remember, this is not super stable, so make sure you're not putting all your body weight into it, but you don't want to think of this as a hamstring stretch. It's really dropping that rib cage like somebody's pressing into your back. Good. We're going to go just two more. And one. All right, so that should have been a little thoracic spine. We're going to keep with that theme, and we're going to put the roller against the wall. So with the roller against the wall, I'm going to have my rib cage stacked over my hips. So I don't have this huge arch in my low back, rib cage over my hips, thumbs are facing forward, and without shifting my torso, I'm bringing my thumbs to the wall and then back down. Now, you might not get all the way to the wall if you have a lot of restriction in that upper back, which is not uncommon if you are still at the phase of feeding your child, whether breastfeeding or bottle. If you are pregnant, this also may feel a little tight back there because your back is working overtime as you're getting pulled forward. We're going to go one more. All right. And then we are going to come down to the ground. So the next one we're going to go to, this one, if you're new to foam rolling, you're going to have to trust yourself a little bit. And if you're pregnant and you're feeling like this is unsafe for you, please don't do it. But if you're feeling pretty balanced here, you're going to come down onto the roller, and palms are going to face up as you bring your arms overhead. So very similar to the one you just did on the ground, possibly a little bit more massage-like. If you're feeling really tight, you want to go ahead and exhale into that so you can relax. And then we're going to also turn this into a chest opener. So from here, you're going to go palms up all the way to the floor and back up. So feeling those chest muscles open up, really important during and after pregnancy. They get pretty shortened from the body weight being pulled forward, but honestly, it's common for more people than just moms as we sit in front of our computers. We have one more. All right, so now we're gonna actually start rolling with the roller. So this next one is for your lat muscles. So they are the long muscles that are the larger ones that run along your spine. They're responsible for kind of that pulling movement. They're activated when you give your child a hug. So to do this, again, you have to trust yourself if you're not really familiar with the foam roller. Seems counterintuitive, but the more kind of body weight you can trust on there, the less likely you'll slip off. So I'm leaning to the side. You don't want to be on your spine. You're going to have one arm up, and you have to use your core a little bit to do this. So if you're further along in pregnancy and you're feeling a lot of core pressure, or if you're early postpartum and your abdominal wall hasn't quite healed, this might feel like too much for you. But it's a good one. You want to go the length of the whole muscle. So back to shoulder blade. You're going to feel it. Keep breathing. If your neck's straining, you could kind of keep your arm up this way, but if possible, lengthen it there. Now, the last research study I read showed that like almost 2 minutes of doing this is the most effective regularly. But realistically, I know you're probably not going to take that amount of time. So we're going to stop right there. But if you find it's a good stretch and really helpful for you, then maybe spend a little extra time on that one. All right, and then, so I will say, I don't foam roll consistently. I stay pretty mobile through the day just by nature of the work I do, so I don't need it as much, but whenever I feel a little bit of tightness in my muscles, I do love the feeling of this massage and rolling, even if it's slightly painful. All right, one more here. Good. All right, so we're going to go back to the thoracic spine with the thread the needle move. And I keep adjusting this because I have my microphone attached here, but I'm afraid my hair is gonna make the mic noise. All right, so all fours, palm up, and I am dropping my shoulder and I'm just using the roller to help lengthen. For whatever reason, this works better for me than on the floor. I love the roller for this move. And I'm just gonna have you do 2 more because we've already done 2 moves for your thoracic spine. But this gets a little bit into that lower spine twist in your shoulders as well. This is a great one if you feel like you're kind of getting that little bit of a hunchback there to get that restriction. Make sure you're moving and make sure that your arm is under that other arm so it's not going forward of it. You're going underneath and you're really dropping down, feeling that rotation. We're going to go 2 and 1. Awesome, awesome. All right, moving right along. We're going to keep with the thoracic spine. We've moved it a few different ways now, but I'm going to give you another way. So this one is a stationary one. So your bottom stays on the ground. I'm going to support my head, and I'm just going to lean back into it. So with this one, there's no perfect position. You can kind of find if there's a tight spot. I tend to like where I get a spot where I can feel it lengthen all the way down to my low back. But you do what works for you. You're just going to breathe and relax into it. This is something similar you can do with a chair. If you're sitting in a chair, kind of leaning against the back of it, over the back of a low back chair. It's a nice one, and you can kind of move positions, find another spot. Again, it shouldn't feel like you're crunching or doing any of those moves. It's definitely for your back. All right, one last move here. Again, if you are pregnant and don't want to be on your back the whole time, take a break and then come back down. This one I like to hold the ends with because I like the roller as high up on my neck as possible. And so I don't want it to roll away. So this kind of chin to chest, you might already feel a stretch, but what I like to do is kind of keep that chin tucked as I go chin to shoulder, kind of slowly side to side. So a really good one to lengthen the sides of your neck, which if, again, you're doing a lot of sitting in front of a computer, feeding a child, or if you're pregnant with heavier breaths, or you're scrolling on your phone looking down all the time, chances are these muscles get pretty tight, sometimes even if you sleep wrong, or if you're sleeping with a child. All right, and that is it. So short, sweet, effective foam rolling routine for that upper body tightness. Again, my name is Ashley. Thank you for joining me. And if you're looking for more resources, you can find me at activemomfitness.com or corefunctionfitness.com. I'll see you later.